All right, welcome everybody. Aesop Grim here, and this is episode 1 of our Stellaris Federations Chronicle. This DLC just recently released, and I am excited to get into it. I've been putting this game off for a while because I knew this was right around the corner, coming in 2020. And what better time to arrive than during the time that like half the globe is quarantined, right? I mean, what else are we gonna do? It's a good time for a new piece, a major piece of new content to come out for a game if you're into this game, you know. So let's click new game and take the UNE here. And as I mentioned in my intro video, I'm really just interested in doing a vanilla basic playthrough. I've never played the UNE before, but I think that this DLC is custom made for them. Let's go over, so the United Nations of Earth, they are a democratic government. You can read that if you want. Beacon of Liberty. Idealistic Foundation. Just pause the video if you want to read it. Xenophile. Fanatic Egalitarian. As a species, we are adaptive, nomadic, and wasteful. Okay, this right here is new content. We're going to begin with the prosperous unification. A stable planetary unification has allowed this civilization to prosper and grow. Effects: start the game with an additional 4 populations and with an additional 2 districts. The myriad human nations that constitute their interstellar government are disparate, yet united in purpose. These bipedal mammalians have developed a society that encourages and even thrives on individual freedoms and cultural differences. As a result, humans tend to integrate well with alien populations. Despite this, they have strong martial traditions produced by millennia of intermittent warfare on their homeworld, and their sometimes aggressive and unpredictable nature should not be underestimated. All right, we will hit select. Going with a large 800-star galaxy, a spiral 2-arm shape, 14 AI empires, 1 to 2 advanced AI starts. I have that randomized. 2 fallen empires, no marauders. Everything else is right here is pretty much default. You get down here, I only play on Captain difficulty because I'm just not very good at the game, but it's a fun game and I like playing it. As mentioned in the intro, I've never been past the mid-game, so there's plenty of stuff for me to get surprised about in this game. Scaling difficulty is off, AI aggressiveness is set to normal, advanced neighbors is off, and I have 1 guaranteed habitable world established. I also turn off Caravaneers because that just always kind of felt like a little bit gamey to me, so I don't use it. Hit play. Okay, so here's the basic. This has been here since the beginning of the game, so if you want to read it, you can go ahead and pause it. Our basic intro there. We'll hit begin. Let's take a look at our leaders. We have President Dolores Mwanga. She is a space miner. It's pretty nice. And a champion of the people. Okay. This here is our diplomatic weight. It's made up of our fleet power, our pops, our economy, and our technology. This value represents how influential an empire is within the galactic community and is used as their voting power when supporting or voting on resolutions. Technology, economy, populations, and fleet power. Okay. Well, those are all the things that project your overall power, too, I believe. Our advisor set to the diplomat.
Knowledge.
Right on. Happiness is at plus 10%. Everything else is nominal. 32 pops across 1 world. Everything human, of course, at this point in time. Let's take a look at Earth's governor. Alexei Krutov, who has an architectural interest, so our building cost and district cost are reduced, and our planet build speed is increased. Very well. Oh, prosperous unification also gives happiness, amenities, and resources from jobs. Wow. Okay. It's a pretty strong beginning. Let's assign science research. Dr. Gao, please research quantum theory for us, exploring the mediation of fundamental forces through subatomic particles. Dr. Jones, please explore or research, I think, society research, biodiversity studies. Studying the different forms of life that appear on our world helps us better understand ourselves and the life that surrounds us. And Dr. Gagnon, who is Spark of Genius, research speed plus 10%. Please undergo nanomechanics for us. Advanced instrumentation allows for the study and practical application of physical systems of nanometric scales. Excellent. Bringing up our situation log right here. I just hit the hotkey F2. And our president's mandate is orbital research, so needs to increase research output by building research stations in orbit around suitable planets. How many? 4. Okay. We should be able to achieve that. I might not if I get caught up in doing a lot of other stuff. That's probably the biggest threat to us not accomplishing that. Let's see. Let's go to policies. I'm going to take a bit of a gamble and go with nutritional plenitude. It's going to increase our population food upkeep by 25%, but we will gain an additional 5% happiness and 10% pop growth speed off of that. Okay. Everything else, wealth creation, mixed economy, open on initial border status, first contact protocol is peaceful. I will role play this diplomatic stance as being expansionist right now. This empire seeks to grow peacefully but has no specific diplomatic focus. Outpost build cost is negative 10%, colony development speed is plus 15%, and border friction is increased 100%. The reason I'm going to go with that is because at this point in time, we think we're the only life in the galaxy. We're keeping the door open that there could be other life, but right now the only proof that we have and the assumption that we work off of with things like our policies are that we are the only life in the galaxy, sapient life. Okay, let's get our construction ship to build a mining station somewhere. Right here. Build mining station. Oh, we need to look at our ship designer. Uncheck auto design. Select this. We're going to change it from an interceptor. This is the UNS Chotel class. We're going to make it a picket ship so that it can pick off missiles that are being launched at it. And we're going to give it a mass driver, which is traditional ballistic weaponry. And we'll give it a red laser. Lasers, I think, are better against... no, I'm the opposite. They are better against armor. They have a negative 50% shield damage. Whereas conventional weapons, the ballistics, they are better against shield damage, but do reduced armor damage. Okay. Deflector shields, 2 of them. That keeps the ship fast. We'll put one order of nano composite armor. That slows the ship down a little bit, so that's why I go 2-1. We'll auto upgrade and save, yes. Okay, looking at our defense platform, we have the, my goodness, that's a word, Carnarvon. Let's switch it to a light station right now. Let's go red laser, red laser, red laser, red laser. Mass driver, mass driver, mass driver, mass driver. Go deflector, 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 and nano composite armor. Okay. Auto upgrade it, save it, yes. Last thing I want to look at here before telling our science ship what to do is the fleet management. I want to upgrade this fleet. I also want to increase its official roster to 5, but we're not going to reinforce that fleet just yet. Not going to do that just yet because I want science ships. More of them. All right. The UNS Kelvin. Where are we at? We're way out on the outer arm. So we'll probably look to expand this way until we run into alien life. And to do that, what I want to do initially then is I want to do what I call cut at this bottleneck. This may extend out wherever it one point before it turns into a fork. So really I want to cut right here. But I'll probably survey up here. Yeah. Cut here initially. So then let's survey this system. Select survey, hold shift, get these two systems as well. Okay, let's escape. Let's save as start. There we go. I kind of do that out of habit, but let's hit unpause, kick it up to a speed of 2, and I will get my timer started. So this episode will be a little bit longer because the 30-minute timer is just now starting. But my intro episodes usually are
upgrades applied.
A little bit longer. Dark Hope's Nebula, that sounds terrible. Okay, see, this is forking off, so I'm going to want to cut right there. Alpha Centauri, we have an 18-tile continental world. Wow. It's a good size. What are they set up for as districts? We don't know yet. Okay. We have reached 200 credits. That means I can build a science ship.
Construction completed.
Okay, good deal. Our current construction ship needs to continue building whatever mining stations are remaining. That's for the energy credits there. And hit pause. The UNS Goddard. Need to assign a leader. Oh, no special, like, anomaly stuff. Okay, well, in that case, take the youngest one. Recruit. And send Dr. Nagish. Probably butchering that name. Let's see. You're doing down here. I'm going to have you also responsible for down here. So, Gish, I want you to see, take care of this quadrant right here. Okay, monitoring my credits until we have 200 again. Because I want to get a total of 4 science ships, and that will be our armada, our science armada. Right now, they're more important than military. We are really stretching our wings with this new sublight technology that we have learned. Levantile Ocean World.
Construction completed.
Yeah, it's one, I don't really know what to call it. It's like an exponential or quantum technological explosion. It's when, at the same time that we gain the ability to really effectively send science vessels out for close-up looks. Hold on, pardon me, I'm sorry. Okay. Close-up looks at our own solar system, the planets in our solar system. The same time that we gain the ability to do that, we also gain the ability to travel further out to other star systems. So it's an exciting time. for Earth. Okay, let's send us our construction ship out here to Alpha Centauri. Haven't even gotten to a year yet, but we're close. Okay, on the new year, the anniversary of the beginning of all of this space exploration, we have not yet expanded, but we have found 2 habitable planets, and we are surveying those systems, preparing to expand into Alpha Centauri in just 1 year's time. Okay, we're at 338 credits. Build another science ship. Has 8 more orders to go. Alpha Centauri always takes a long time to survey. There's just a lot in that system to look at. Okay, we have a new science ship, the UNS Darwin. All right, youngest one again. Well, between these two, we'll recruit this one, Dr. Akinjide, Kibwe Akinjide. And we will send you out to here, I think. Go ahead and get these systems surveyed as well. Are we able to build another science vessel yet?
An anomaly.
Not yet. For now. We're 16 alloys short. We're making 12 per month. The UNS Kelvin has made a startling find on Alpha Centauri 3. The planet is teeming with alien life. For the first time in history, we have encountered life forms that did not originate on Earth. This amazing discovery has silenced those who believed we were alone in the universe. Although none of the alien creatures found on Alpha Centauri 3 are sapient, it is likely only a matter of time before we encounter beings that may not be alone out here. Society Research gained 126. All right, we need 3 more alloys. The United Nations of Earth is abuzz with news of the alien organisms discovered some time ago. These little evolutionary marvels kindle in the human people a renewed hope of first contact with intelligent beings. You can imagine what all the magazines are talking about, and book reading clubs. There's probably entire clubs that have sprung up, blogs and stuff over this. Let's research that. And it is tempting to take diplomacy, but again, role-playing it where we are at in our knowledge of the galaxy right now, I think discovery is the way to go, and plus it's a very powerful first pick anyways. So by adopting this, we're going to get 20% increased anomaly research speed. When we finish it up, they'll give us plus 10% research speed in general. That applies to all 3 fields. Bring up Soul Shipyard, build the 4th science ship. Okay, things are moving along. Metamorphic dehydration. Following a thorough investigation of Sirius 2, the UNS Darwin crew has confirmed that the planet used to be covered in flowing water several billion years ago. However, the geochemical composition of the planet's basalt crust proved highly hydrophilic, so much so that Sirius II's thirsty rocks eventually absorbed and bound all of the water on its surface. Now all that remains of these vast oceans are salty brine streaks lining Sirius II's numerous canyons. Science Officer Kibwe Akinjide adds that the mineral hydrates now dominating Sirius II's landscape could have many valuable industrial applications. So we're going to gain +4 minerals to that location. Oh yeah, now that I have 4, this is really opinion based, but I'm going to go, I have 4 science vessels out there running around. I'm going to go ahead and take Map the Stars. It's going to hurt us bad in the influence department, which is going to slow down our expansion until that thing can ramp back up again. But I think it'll pay off in the long run. We have the UNS Hawking here. Recruit. And archaeologist, that's who we're going to go with. Dr. Huang. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Your mission was to get there, so Dr. Huang, I think I want you to go. Yeah. Survey here, 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 and here. Mysterious ruins. This planet contains the remains of an ancient abandoned colony. From orbit, there are no obvious signs of disaster which would have killed the inhabitants or compelled them to flee. If we want answers, an expedition to the surface will be required. Archaeological site discovered. Okay. This is surveyed now. Anything special? Nothing special. Atmospheric hallucinogen. Biopop happiness up. Physics research up. Governing ethics attraction down. Alright. Human xenologists are practically falling over themselves to publish their takes on the recent findings of alien life. This fevered storm in the scientific community has had some negative yet temporary impact on pursuits in other fields. Remarkable. Looks like it's just got this last planet to survey for the UNS Kelvin, and then we will be able to expand. We are 2 years into our start time, 2 years from the discovery of FTL speed. Is that right?
System survey concluded.
Is it FTL speed that we discovered, or is it engine thrust in general for these ships to travel long? Well, this is an FTL travel, but then they've got to be able to travel within the galaxy as well. Alpha Centauri system has been fully surveyed. Okay. Then the construction ship can now build a starbase here. Another planet, another continental world. Wow. That's 4 habitable worlds, including Earth. Abandoned Gateway. An ancient space station of some kind has been located on the edge of Guinean System. The strong residual subspace signature that surrounds the station indicates that it may be a gateway of sorts, part of a theoretical network of similar stations that at some point would have allowed for near instantaneous travel between different parts of the galaxy. Assuming this is a gateway, its current state of disrepair has rendered it unusable. If it could be restored into working order, its owner would potentially be able to access any other functional gateways in the galaxy, enabling travel across huge distances in a matter of days. Well, who made this thing and who has control of it now? That would be my question, because it ain't us.
Construction completed.
Right? Okay, build mining stations. And colonize. Oh, we need 200. We're a little short. Okay. Oh. Earth needs to build an alloy foundry.
Anomalous readings registered.
Research that. We're entering the last quarter, or I guess we are in the last quarter of 2202. So we're coming up on 3 years into the game. Expanded into Alpha Centauri.
System survey concluded.
Oh, gained a level. Okay. That said gained a trait. We've expanded into Alpha Centauri, but cannot afford to
an anomaly.
colonize yet. Towed asteroid. For some reason, someone has towed an asteroid into a stable orbit around Sirius 4. The massive engine sections and braking thrusters can still be found on the surface, although they have long since been rendered inoperable. Whoever did this also mined the asteroid for minerals, but these operations were seemingly abandoned shortly after they began. +3 engineering research to that planet. Research this. We're still short here. Gaining 12 a month. Oh, unpause. How are we doing for trade? There's 4 trade right there. It's a bit early to say then.
System survey concluded.
I think we're about a couple months out from being able to build a colony ship. Yep, next month. And in May of 2203, we send our first colony ship to another world. What should we call this world? It's a 13-tile world. It's got a number of mining districts. Whoops. Anchor? That sounds kind of interesting. I'll do that. Okay. And then this world, this is a good agricultural world. Well, it's only got 7 districts, though. Society research has increased. Oh, it does have a special feature, Titanic life forms. Ah, this is an ocean world. Which we will colonize. Yeah. Oh. Traditions. We're going to take to boldly go. A new age of exploration is upon us. As we once mapped the surface of our homeworld, we must now brave new terrain, space. There is a galaxy full of wonder waiting to be discovered. Survey speed has increased 35%, and science ship disengaged chance has increased by 50%. Okay.
We have detected an anomaly.
Research. Most of our scientists are level 2. Our newest one is still working on attaining that. Having probed the frozen landscapes of the planet Sigma Draconis 2, we think we have struck something big. Science Officer Veer Sandran speaks of a bacterial life form unlike any other. It bonds with other individuals to form large blankets that are durable yet light, and also acts like solar cells. They absorb solar energy with a surprisingly low efficiency loss percentage, most likely a result of evolution favoring those who could gather more heat in the harsh climate. Our researchers back home could surely find some use of this information. Yeah. Energy production.
System survey concluded.
Strength from small places. Our energy development researchers have made progress with the samples we sent them. They have been able to develop a new type of solar cell using the organisms as a template. These are much more efficient at storing energy and will provide a boost to all our power plants. Energy credits from jobs plus 5%. Nice. And my logic on that is that, especially as a diplomacy-based state, we are more often, like, our economy is churning 100% of the time that this game is unpaused. Us being at war is a much, much lower percentage of time. That's how I make my decisions there. By going with the civilian industry boost, we're benefiting from that constantly. Abandoned Amusement Park. The structures on Unabin 2A are not as old as we first believed. It seems to be a playground or amusement park of some sort. Science Officer Lorado Negige notes that many of the contraptions are highly complex creations that we can learn much from, and that to the builder's alien eyes, this might have been a cutting-edge sensor array, or even a gigantic art installation. Regardless, to us humans, it looks mostly like a place where you would take your young and let them amuse themselves. All right, we're going to gain society research and engineering research.
Construction completed.
There we go. I was just going to say that. We're just about ready to move on.
System survey concluded.
Okay.
Anomalous readings registered.
Leave B for now. Okay, so I was just looking at my hotkeys here. Hotkey number 2 will select the military, for example, the Navy. Colony ship will be done in 20 days.
Anomalous readings registered.
We're about to expand into Sigma Draconis.
System survey concluded.
Yep, colony ship is on its way. This is like, makes me think of the ship in, trying to think of what the movie was called. I watched it recently. Passengers.
Construction completed.
That was a colony ship too, wasn't it? Sonified science. The UNS Hawking crew has succeeded in isolating a signal embedded within the unusual pattern of interference in the Epsilon ND system. The signal is a song, a complex sonification of an advanced mathematical equation to be precise, and one that Science Officer Yang Huang cannot seem to get out of their head. Who or what may have composed this song remains unknown, though its complexity infers an incredible level of technological sophistication regarding subspace harmonics. The signal's geodesics suggest a point of origin from outside of our galaxy. Curious.
System survey concluded.
Look at this. This is a huge first. Habitable World Survey. We now know without a doubt that a thriving biosphere is not something unique to Earth. Both the scientific community and the public at large are eager to learn more about the various forms of alien life found throughout the galaxy. Efforts to catalog the life forms we encounter are already underway, but our xenobiologists have urged us to focus our planetary survey efforts on habitable, life-bearing worlds. A commendable initiative.
Situation log has been updated.
Oof, that's very bright. This is at fast speed, man. At normal speed, this would be crawling.
We have detected an anomaly.
Research it. We are passing Alpha Centauri A. Research it. Passing Alpha Centauri A, and that can't be it. No, here we go. Alpha Centauri 3. Is a full-size planet. I guess that's why it's 18 tiles.
Concluded. Colony establishment has begun.
Hit pause. Our colony ship has gently touched down at the mouth of a large river delta on one of the several continents that can be found on Anchor. This temperate, forested region will serve as an ideal first landing site. The ship has been permanently converted into the administrative headquarters of the new settlement, and its reactor core is in the process of being removed so that it may serve as the colony's temporary power source. Hundreds of small tents and prefab shelters have sprung up around the former starship's massive hull as colonists begin to disembark in large numbers. The first human city on an alien world. A great day for the United Nations of Earth. Engineering research gained 128. That's outstanding. Yep, 18 tile world. Okay. Good deal. So Anchorage is now being colonized. This science vessel can now move on to here, here, and here. And our construction ship can build mining stations in Sigma Draconis.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Sweet. We have new research. I guess I can't bring that up. Ancient survey marker. A small short-range transmitter has been located on the surface of Epsilon India B3A. It appears to be an ancient survey marker, placed here eons ago to mark a large deposit of precious metals. The miners it was meant for evidently never arrived, as the deposit is still here. Add +4 minerals to Epsilon NDB3A. So NDB is a planet. NDB3. No, Epsilon. Yeah, B3. Yes, Epsilon NDB3 is a planet. It's revolving around the Bravo star, and it's Alpha Moon. I think I'm reading that correctly. Let me see if I can test that theory. Yeah, Epsilon NDB3A. So this is the star Bravo. No, it's not. This is Epsilon NDA. Can't tell me that's a star. Oh, it is. It's a brown dwarf star. Okay, so this is Epsilon NDB, Epsilon NDB3, Epsilon NDB3A. If it had another moon, it would be B3b, B3c, etc., etc. All right, I learned that from Elite Dangerous. Studying the different forms of life that appear on our world helps us better understand ourselves and the life that surrounds us. All right, that's the Biodiversity Studies. So, new. Oh, we're going to go pop growth. Yeah, genome mapping. Mapping the genome of an individual through the sequence of their DNA opens up for tailored medical treatments and therapies. Opens up the biological path, which we're absolutely going to do. All right, outstanding. Things are moving right along. Oh, 17-tile continental world here. Oh, I saw that. I saw that before. Okay. We just finished nanomechanics. And now we will research minerals from miners plus 20% geothermal fracking. New fracking techniques will allow us to tap into previously unattainable pockets of geothermal sources deep beneath the planet's crust. Okay. So, Nefri's Pride, the armed vessel discovered in orbit of UT-9D2, is an abandoned military spacecraft called Nefri's Pride. Its light frame and evasion hardware suggest it was built for long-distance patrol missions, but it has since been retrofitted into a long-range stealth bomber. Wow. Records of the ship's comms reveal it was hijacked by a rebel guerrilla on its way to perform a strike against a secret complex called the Zvan Labs, said to hold a weapon so powerful it could win them the war. When they were shot down, we have extracted the ship's destination from its navigational drive. There's our timer. We have no need for such a weapon? No, I don't think so. We have a need for such a weapon. We will send a science team to that lab. Okay, where was that at? F2. Go to. Have this science vessel research that project. Alright. This is in the Monboth system right here. Good deal. And we will save it then as the beginning of episode 2. We are in the year 2205. It is summer of 2205. We have effectively expanded and into this triangular area. We'll take this next, and we're moving to cut right here. Then we need to take all this stuff and probably cut right here, it looks like, because we'll need to take all this as well. Yeah. All right, things are going well. Again, I am Aesop Grimm. Thank you for coming by the channel, guys. I hope you're finding this entertaining. I know a number of you, if you're like me, you usually want to watch a Let's Play a little bit and see what you think about a particular DLC before you go out and purchase it for yourself. I am actually kind of notorious for waiting up to 6 months before, a lot of times because I still haven't explored the content that I've got, but hopefully this is giving you a glance at that. I don't need to be the world's best player to give you an overview of how that's working, and I hope that I'm at least accomplishing that. But I will see you guys in the next episode where this story continues. Thanks for visiting Aesop Grimm's Chronicles. If you've made it this far in the video, please consider rating, commenting, subscribing, and sharing. I hope to see you in the next episode, and until then, stay shiny.